Shalom. Picking up from where we left off in part one. All right, this will be part two of a look into Bozrah. All right, and I just want to, pretty much establish what Bozrah went into. All right, which modern day Bozrah would be this landmass of America. All right, you're not going to see America in the scriptures. All right, it goes by many other titles. All right, of ancient cities that were destroyed. All right, for their wickedness, in which America does the same practices and lifestyle and things that those ancient cities were doing. All right, therefore it would be destroyed in like fashion. Okay, and they got the saying in the world: if you don't learn from the past, you're doomed to repeat it. All right, and but the scriptures say, hey, there's nothing new under the sun. All right, the thing that has been is that which shall be done. Roughly paraphrasing. So, hey, it's just a repeat, man, all over again. All right, and so picking up from where we left off, though, in this here in Wikipedia. All right, I'm just gonna read this portion right here. All right, it says, according to this interpretation, the deliverance will come at the Edomite-controlled place of exile and incarceration in the end times. This epic event, referred to in Micah 2 and 12 to 13, has been referred to by Dr. Gavin Finley as the Bozrah deliverance. All right, and we had, in part one, we went into Micah 2 and 12, okay, where it speaks about the remnant being gathered at the sheep of Bozrah. All right, which we went into what ancient Bozrah was all about. It was pretty much it was a pastoral city in which they raised livestock and things of that nature, like a farm. But it was Edomite controlled. Okay, so pretty much Bozrah is the land is another term for Idumea, or the land of Esau, Edomites. So. And that's what this place is, man. It's a place of exile. It says the Edomite-controlled place of exile and incarceration. Scriptures speak about how we are yet this day in our captivity. Matter of fact, let me grab that real quick. All right, this is the book of Baruch, chapter 3 and 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity. All right, and that's where we at right now, man. It's a place of exile. All right, incarceration, our captivity, slavery. All right, we're not here to, do anything other than that. All right, Jake be, thinking about resting in this place. But what does Micah 2 and 10 say? Say, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. All right, you're not supposed to get comfortable here and settle. All right, you're supposed to have your mind focused on the eternal kingdom to come. All right, which only us at the Hope of the Elect will be doing that. All right, 2/3 is just focusing in on, betterment, better life in this wicked society, man. All right, but it says, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse. See, that's all it's about, man. All right, we are as a reproach and a curse, man. All right, here to serve out punishment. It says, and to be subject to payments. All right, all the payments that we got to do. It says, according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our power. All right, so I just wanted to just point this out. All right, and that's what the scriptures also refer to this place as Egypt. All right, because Egypt is synonymous with bondage. All right, this place is spiritually Egypt. All right, was that Revelation 11 and 8, spiritually Sodom and Egypt. All right, so let me go back. All right, so yeah, this is a place of exile for the end times, man. So when the scriptures go into Bozrah, matter of fact, let's just get one of the scriptures. All right, because it spoke about right here. Let me highlight this again. It says, the prophets Amos, Isaiah, and Jeremiah predicted Bozrah's destruction. Okay, which that's America's destruction. Let me go into a few of those precepts real quick. Start with Amos. It's the book of Amos, chapter 1 and verse 12. But I will send fire upon Teman, which shall devour the places of Bozrah. All right. And that's another word you can go into too, is Teman. I may have to do that on a separate, lesson. But, yeah, the Lord is going to send fire upon this place, man. All right. Not only the nuclear fire, but, chariot fire. All right. With the infinite energy laser beams from the so-called UFOs. All right. The vehicles that the angels travel in. All right. They're going to be bringing fire as well upon this place, man. All right. And the nukes is going to be there as pretty much icing on the cake. Let me see. Verse 13, thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Ammon, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they have riped up the women and children of Gilead. All right, well, you know what? The point was in verse 12. All right, so that's what the prophet Amos, said concerning Bozrah. Now let's go to the prophet Isaiah. All right, what is it? Isaiah 34. All right, this is Isaiah 34, and start at verse 5. It says, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. All right, that's speaking about the nukes. They're going to go into the heavens, all right, to the upper atmosphere before they come down. All right, so the scripture saying they're going to be bathed in heaven. All right, it says, behold, it shall come down upon Idumea. And that's another word for saying Edom. All right, Idumea. All right, that's another word, It says, and upon the people of my curse to judgment. Okay, so what you're going to see all throughout the scriptures as it pertains to Esau, Edom, or Idumea, all right, is judgment. So they're the people of the Lord's curse, man. All right, Bozrah. All right. The scriptures say that the Lord have created all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. All right. Verse 6, it says, the sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord have a sacrifice in Bozrah, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. Okay, so here, Bozrah and Idumea is intertwined. They're both representative of Edom. All right, so this place is pretty much an altar for the Lord, man. Bozrah is set for a sacrifice. All right. And anybody that's on the shores of Bozrah, aka America, is going to be destroyed. Verse 8. For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance, the year of the recompense for the controversy of Zion. All right. And we already read in go back to it, Micah 2. All right, Micah 2 and 12, it says, I will surely assemble, O Jacob, all of thee. I will surely gather the remnant of Israel. Okay, so that for the controversy of Zion, or Zion goes in the Hebrews to Zion, meaning monument. All right, and you put a monument up as a like a statue, as a means to for future generations to see, your work or whatever, and so, but the monument of the Lord is his people, all right, is Israel, all right, so saying he's going to surely gather the remnant of Israel, man, all right, so before this place is destroyed, that's what the Lord going to do, all right, is the chariots is going to be on a twofold mission, all right, to deliver the elect and destroy the wicked, destroy the society. All right. Verse 12 again, it says, I will surely assemble, O Jacob, all of thee. I will surely gather the remnant of Israel. I will put them together as the sheep of Bozrah, as a flock in the midst of their fold. They shall make great noise by reason of multitude of men. All right, and the scripture speak about how the sheep hear my voice, speaking about the elect. All right, so, they're just tying it into Bozrah because that's how it was in ancient world for Bozrah. It was a pastoral city, as you pointed out in part 1. So that's the point. Now let me go to pretty much the last scripture. All right, that was listed. I mean, there's more that we can go into, of course. But let me see. The one that was listed on the Wikipedia. All right. Because, Esau, they know about these scriptures. They know how to tie precepts together and whatnot. Scriptures speak about line upon line, here a little, there a little. All right. That's how you're supposed to read the scriptures. So, you can actually get, precepts just from, online, because they know. Anyway, Revelation 19:13. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of the Most High. Should I start up? Let's just get right to the point. Now, that verse 13, let's read it again. It says, and he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood. Who is that he is talking about? Speaking about Son of the Most High, Yahweh Shai. All right. And this was a vision that John the Revelator was seeing, but it's symbolic of how much killing the Lord is going to do. All right. The scriptures say that the slain of the Lord shall be many. All right. And really stemming from the sacrifice here in Bozrah. Anyway, it says, and his name is called the Word of the Most High. That's how you know it's talking about Yahweh Shai. All right. The scriptures speak about how the Word became flesh and dwelt among us. Verse 14. And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. Speaking about the angels. It says, and out of his mouth went a sharp sword, and with it he shall smite the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, and he treadeth the winepress of the fierceness and the wrath of the Almighty power. Right, Khan. Now, Salakia, it ain't saying nothing about Bozrah, but pretty much, but it's referring to here in Bozrah. All right, America. And the Lord is coming with anger, man. Scripture said that he ain't gonna meet them as a man. In the book of Isaiah, the 47th chapter. All right, coming back as an almighty superpower, Thanos, if you will. All right, to destroy and establish his kingdom, get his glory. Verse 16, and he has a vesture on his thigh and a name written, King of Kings and Lord of Lords. All right, because he's going to put down all rulership and all dominion under his feet. All right, and we're going to rule and reign as co-heirs with Yahweh Shai. But I thought it was saying something about Bozrah. But yeah, man, pretty much that's the point. All right, as it pertains to Bozrah. But let me see something. See if anything pop up that I didn't read yet. All right, we already went into Isaiah 34. Oh, I didn't read this one yet. All right, let me go to it real quick. Isaiah 63:1. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Bozrah? All right, Edom, Bozrah. All right, it's intertwined. It says, this that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. All right. And when you go into the word Yahushai, is he delivers. Okay. Or he saves, So it's speaking about the Lord. Verse 2, it says, wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat. All right. Which is, another is symbolic of the destruction that he's bringing. All right. It says, I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in mine anger, and trample them in my fury. And their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. All right. For the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. All right. And that redeemed is talking about, the elect, the sheep. All right. That's going to be gathered as the sheep in Bozrah. All right. In this modern day captivity. All right. So, yeah. Okay. Well, that's pretty much the point. All right. Of the part 2 that I wanted to go into, could read this whole chapter, but, that's pretty much the point. All right. So hopefully, this insight and this look into the word Bozrah, gave a little bit more understanding. All right. And until next time, I say shalom.